I hate AAA developers. Well, to start, what is a AAA developer? What defines them? Well, AAA developers are companies that create high budget and high profile games. Some examples of AAA devs would be EA, Bethesda, and Nintendo, just to name a few. Now, why do I hate AAA developers? AAA devs, for the most part, are lazy. They are completely comfortable either re-releasing the same game every year, like with Bethesda and Skyrim, or making no new improvements to existing IPs, like Ubisoft and Far Cry. Skyrim has been re-released for every console since the PS3/Xbox 360 era of gaming and has 4 different editions of the fucking game. And then you have Ubisoft and Far Cry, where they make the same game every year. Take that printer running out of ink meme and put fucking Far Cry over it, because literally they just copy and pasted Far Cry 3 formula over and over and over again without realizing what made Far Cry 3 great. Literally every single Far Cry game is clear outposts and kill evil dictators taking over the land. It is literally that in every single game. If you played one Far Cry, you've basically played them all, so save yourself the money and just play Far Cry 3 again if you really just want to play a Far Cry game. AAA devs are also greedy. It seems like they will do anything for extra money, which, let's be honest, that really is no surprise to any of us. However, the way they go about it, just so scummy. Let's bring back Ubisoft again for this example. Ubisoft tried selling NFTs. Is there really anything else left to be said? Now let's just end the video here. No, kidding. But seriously, I think that we all understand that NFTs are just a shitty way to get more money while also harming the environment. So when Ubisoft tried selling them, gamers got irritated and expressed disinterest over purchasing said NFTs. This caused Ubisoft to just brush it off and say that players didn't get NFTs. Well, clearly no one got them, not in the way Ubisoft wanted, because they only managed to sell 15 in total. Another example of this corporate greed that really just happened recently is with Blizzard and Overwatch 2. Now, I haven't really played Overwatch 1 or 2, but I've asked a couple of friends who have played them pretty extensively, Wazo and Damien. I'll put their links to their Twitch and YouTube channels in the description. They funny men, so please check them out. Anyways, in Overwatch 1, you're able to get items slowly but surely with loot boxes. Leveling wasn't too hard. All you had to do was play some matches, and every time you leveled, you received loot boxes, and within these loot boxes, you got 5 items. You're also able to get 3 boxes or loot boxes a week through playing different game modes. Within loot boxes, you could also unlock any item besides special event items, items that you got maybe through Christmas or Halloween, anything like that. Now, you could obviously buy loot boxes, but you didn't have to. It didn't feel like you were missing out if you didn't buy them. Now, in Overwatch 2, instead of loot boxes, you get the Battle Pass, With the Battle Pass, you can unlock items with levels instead. Sounds a bit like Overwatch 1, right? Well, the best way to level is by completing challenges, and you can only get 3 challenges per day, each giving you only 3,000 experience. Well, that does seem like a lot until you realize you need 10,000 experience to level up. And you could level up by doing matches too, or get experience through matches, but you only get like a sliver through each match. Now, this isn't the only way to get items. You can also get coins in the game that you can either buy or earn through weekly challenges. If you decide to go to the weekly challenge route, you get rewarded 30 coins for completing 4 of them. 4 weekly challenges, 20 for completing 8, and then only 10 if you do 11. So you get less coins the more you complete, and you're only allowed to collect 60 coins per week. A legendary skin in the game costs 2,200 coins. So essentially, you have to grind 37 weeks to get one skin. That is over 8 months of playing the game for one skin. Or you could go the money route and decide to buy everything in the game, which will cost you around $10,000. The Battle Pass also has specific skins that you can only get through the Battle Pass. There are 80 levels in total in the Battle Pass, and you can unlock 80 items through these levels. 60 of those items are locked behind a paywall called the Premium Battle Pass that you have to spend $10 to unlock. And you still have to grind for those items after you unlock the premium as well. So you're paying money to potentially unlock skins. AAA devs are also becoming super anti-consumer. For those who really don't know what that means, it means that companies favor the interests of the business or the interests of a customer. Nintendo is a perfect example for this. For one, after being out for the better part of a decade, Mario Kart 8, Breath of the Wild, and Mario Odyssey are still $60. You hardly see them go on sale, and if you do, the best deal you're going to get is around $45. Now, these games are great, but they are not $60 great after being out for so long. There are plenty of games that came out in 2017 and 2014, and they're listed at like $20, and you still have these games like Mario Kart 8. That game came out in 2014, and guess what? Still $60. Nintendo also just has horrible, and I mean horrible, online services. It is nigh impossible to connect with friends 90% of the time on their shitty online services, and despite complaints, Nintendo doesn't bother to fix it at all. I am aware that it is $20 yearly, but you're spending $20 for a service that doesn't even work. Most problems you have with Nintendo is like talking to a brick wall. They will just ignore you, whether you're trying to talk to them through the god-awful support, which I fucking have experience with that, or getting beloved games from older Nintendo consoles ported to the Switch. Nintendo just does not care about you. Not unless you make a fan project. Then they really care, just not about you. Nintendo will jump on top of you to serve you lawsuits and DMCA takedowns before you can fucking blink. One game that springs to my mind, at least, that Nintendo shut down personally was Pokemon Uranium. It was pretty much made completely of its own assets, along with 160 unique Pokemon, and was in development for 9+ years. It even offered online services like battling and trading. Just super ambitious and really show that they love Pokemon. And what does Nintendo do with that love? They take a gun labeled DMCA and fucking shoots it in the head. Nintendo sent them multiple DMCA takedowns notices, forcing them to cease development and shut down the game. After years of viewing Nintendo as a beloved company and playing games that seemingly have joy in them, it's really sad to see them do shit like this and not even give a single shit about their fan base. Finally, AAA devs have absolutely egregious work environments. Now, I won't delve into the Blizzard Activision allegations that happened earlier this year because I feel that I may not be the most appropriate person to talk about it, nor do I think I can really explain all the fucked up shit they did. However, if you are curious about it, there are multiple videos and articles online talking about it, though I do warn you to read at your own risk because the things they did was just absolutely vile. The terrible work environment I'm about to talk about is crunch times employees are put under. I'm aware that most entertainment companies go through crunch times, but for one, that doesn't make it okay. And two, these companies' crunch time should be considered borderline illegal. Red Dead Redemption 2 crunch times were reportedly horrible, with employees working up to 60 hours in a 6-day work week. This created an environment of constant stress and anxiety, and it's so fucked to think that this is just considered the norm in AAA workplaces. And that wraps up my major grievances with AAA devs. That isn't all of my issues, not even close. However, what I believe are some major faults in AAA devs. Now, to be absolutely clear, I don't think this is every AAA dev, obviously. I mean, you've got developers like From Software, who I absolutely love, and Capcom. They're still good devs, right? And they're just constantly pushing and creating new games or refreshing updates to their current IPs, and I can just really appreciate that. I just wish that, more AAA devs were like this, and that we're just not, like I just don't want this to become the norm for AAA devs, which unfortunately it is, and there's not really much like we can do to change it, which is kind of sad to think about. And that's really the end of the video. I appreciate everyone for watching. I do want to start working on longer videos and different formats. I don't entirely want to just trap myself in the I hate and the I love format of making videos, because I like to do different things. I'm kind of thinking about doing some reviews later down in the future, and posting some of my Twitch videos. And obviously, you guys don't have to watch the Twitch stuff if you don't want to. It's just kind of there for people who may have felt they were missing out during the Twitch VODs or anything like that. So I will probably be posting that soon in the future. So look out for that. And then if anyone has any suggestions, you can just post them down below and I will take a look. Thank you all for watching. It was a blast making this, and I will see you all later.